Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the award-winning Viking Arms. I sort of feel that there's obviously a lot of people queuing up to get into the Viking Arms this evening. I think we've already got about 50 of you trying to be here on time for 8 o'clock. But there also seems to be a bit of a race on to see who can be the first person to say hello. Normally, it's the gang of four.
It normally is.
Saying that they're first to check in, but they have been swiftly beaten by 4 teams this evening. The Carlsons, good evening. A chapeau to you for being the first in. The Kennys are here. The Stuarts are here, who are Nicky Emmett's parents. The Kellets are joining us. The Bikers, the Cordells. Lots of people joining. But that seems to be the latest challenge. Queue up to get into the Viking Arms and declare.
Get your message in early.
Yeah, get your orders in first. Anyway, it's been another week of lockdown, but here we are. We are ready to welcome you into the Viking Arms and to wrap you up in a warm, fuzzy quizziness of a quiz for a Friday evening.
A quizziness of a quiz?
A quizziness of a quiz.
All right, we'll go with that.
It's been a long, not just a long week, it's been a long 5 weeks. So, we'll go with that. Let us know who's here. Actually, as I'm waffling on, loads of people are here. You're all chiming in. Sovakovskis are here, the Bikers are here, Reverend Holy Trinity is here, the Lockwoods, the Youngs, the Brimfords, man. I can't keep up. This evening, Sam.
Well,
it's busy.
Can I just point out Mrs. Rappamore is saying she's got FOMO because we start talking before 8 p.m. and she's never early for anything, but this is her early thing.
Well, I kind of have to, just because there's quite a bit of waffle to get through. So I always sort of, if you want a bit of inside knowledge, I don't start at 8 o'clock. I always start at 19:57, just so that we can get through this bit, really.
This bit feels like it's just as important as the actual questions. It's like a nice welcome.
Yeah, it also means that we're well in time to finish for whatever might be decent on TV at 9 o'clock.
Hold on. The Beasleys are here.
Ah, bonsoir, monsieur, Madame Beasley. Welcome back. Your absence was noted last week.
There were a few comments about Slough as well in the
chat. Yeah, the Slough comments come in your honour in your absence. The Fishers are here. The Mr. and Mrs. Brenton are here. Calm is restored to the week. Jeff Smith, our favourite OV, is with us tonight. BBC new programme. Friday night is quiz night.
Oh, that should be us. We could do that.
Easy peasy, easy money. The gang of 4 just checking in. Oh, you are very late this evening. Team Coltus are with us, and the Whites are here, and lots of people. In
Mrs. Edamo's here.
People are still barreling through in the numbers, and Mrs. Edamo's here. Welcome to the Edamos. And VIP this evening. We'll give him a special shout out of just why not. Good evening, Mr. Howe, headmaster.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. I'm just going to flag it up because I think if people know that the headmaster's in the quiz, I mean, no pressure on you, sir, but you tend to be a bit of a fox to the hounds there, don't you? The Scotchbrooks are here, and Joanne and her mum are here, with a special guest in the Humphreys and Hunt's household.
Well, don't say it because you'll only embarrass him.
Welcome, Adam. Good to have you on board. Hi, Adam. And the blonde Governor Blomfield is here. All the regulars. Tam, of course, is with me. There she is. Having to check on me, my behaviour, and obviously your comments as we go through the quiz. And as I mentioned last week, if anyone does genuinely wonder, particularly the new regulars, if you do want to know what Tam looks like, just going to give you a little plug here. If you watch BBC Politics South on Sunday morning
at 10 a.m. BBC One,
you'll get all of about 10 seconds of her on that. So
having a rant,
yeah,
probably.
So if you want to see what Tam, that's what you got to do. You got to get up early on Sunday morning, and Tam will be on the BBC Politics show. Special shout outs this evening are going to go to Mr. and Mrs. Blackwell, who I hope are joining us for the first time this evening. And if you don't know who they are, Mr. Blackwell has been at the college for years and years and years as a caretaker, and Mrs. Blackwell is the orchard matron. And again, she's been working at the college for years and years and years. But for some reason, they missed the memo on the quiz. So when I told him we're on to episode 25 or something, he was like, "Oh, I might join in with that tonight then."
Lord, is it only 25? It feels like
so
very many more.
So if you are out there, you're very welcome. Also, big probably welcome to the quiz party to the guys up the road. So apparently another local school has realised that doing a sort of a family quiz is quite a nice thing to do on a Friday evening. So apparently the Oratory have started doing their quiz, but rather than being a nice open
warm and
welcoming pub quiz, theirs is more of a lockdown type of quiz.
Lock in.
Sorry,
we're all in lockdown.
Theirs is more of a lock-in sort of quiz, but they're very welcome to the quiz party as well. I want to say a massive happy birthday to Miss Satch, whose birthday is this Sunday. She doesn't play along to this, but some of her fans will be playing along to this. And she needs a mention because it's a special birthday. She won't mind me saying. So she gets a special mention tonight. And just as a final one, for any of the grandparents watching this evening, we've already had Nikki Emmett's parents tuning in. We're also saying, please say hello to Tony Souter, another friend in France, joining the quiz. The Ellie Souter Foundation, great charity for sport and mental health. There you go. So the Souters, you're very welcome too.
I have seen on, I think it's Mr. Beasley's Facebook, him mentioning the Ellie Souter Foundation, and it does look brilliant. So that's definitely one to check out.
You're Facebook friends with the regulars, are you?
Oh, yeah. We've known each other for a long time.
Fair enough. The rules, just in case you happen to be new to the quiz this evening, the rules are there will be 4 rounds of 11 questions where the 11th question is a chance for you to have a chat, make a list, and also let us know how you're getting on. You need to write down 10 answers only. Answers will be at the end, and the total is out of 80. I'll read each question twice. Try not to cheat. Enjoy yourselves and talk to us via the comments box. However,
it is a family show.
It is a family show, so please keep the comments clean, and obviously don't type your answers in the comments box, Joanne, just in case you forgot that one from last week.
Oh, can we just say as well, we have also checked our internet downloads and upload this evening before we started this. And it's looking good. So fingers crossed.
So we're kind of hoping that last week was a bit of a nightmare. We had lots of buffering issues, and I'm sure you will all be hot off the mark to tell us if there are any issues this evening.
But we checked.
But we have checked. So fingers crossed. But Tam is also ready to type the whole quiz into the comments box just in case. I'm not saying you want to do that. You've made that quite clear that you don't want to do that this evening, but just in case, we're ready to go. Oh, you got me. They got me. Anyway, right,
They're
okay.
Very mean people. I can't tell you how stressed
So,
that made me.
Mrs. Rapplemore, that's why we start at 19:57 and not 8 o'clock, because it normally takes me 8 minutes just to say hello and go through all of that. So, 8:05. I think we're all in. So, settle down and let's go. First round, general knowledge. Here we are. Question number 1. In terms of sport, what does the abbreviation AAA refer to? In terms of sport, what does the abbreviation AAA refer to? Now, if people want to keep trying to wind up the quizmaster, we're going to be taking points off at the end. So that's a warning to you, biker. I can see you there. Question 2. The Adelaide Cup horse race has been competed for since which year? Was it 1864, 1884, or 1904? The Adelaide Cup horse race has been competed for since which year? 1864, 1884, or 1904? Question number 3. Sir Charles Barry was a prominent 19th century architect, most famous for designing which building on the north bank of the Thames? Sir Charles Barry was a prominent 19th century architect, most famous for designing which building on the north bank of the Thames? A special grandparent coming in this evening. So the Cordell grandmother, Eunice, you're very
Eunice.
welcome, dialing in from Wales.
Goodness.
So we've got Wales and France this evening.
And Scotland.
And Scotland, yeah. God, this is such a global quiz.
We fancy.
Question number 4. A good invention is often said to be the best thing since what? A good invention is often said to be the best thing since what?
Literally giving the points away.
Oh, well, there's a bit of something for everyone in this quiz tonight, including a very niche question. I'll explain later. Question number 5. On which date last year did the UK go into its first nationwide lockdown? On which date last year did the UK go into its first nationwide lockdown? I've just clocked something in the chat. Mrs. Passmore says I'm looking very slim tonight. Come on.
That's made you weak, isn't it? That?
Well, you've not mentioned anything.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Mrs. Rapplemore's starting.
You asked that question once before.
Well, then that's a guaranteed point.
But the thing is, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all right, there you go. You get an extra point for free. There'll be lots of people playing tonight who perhaps weren't here when I asked that question a year ago, or almost a year ago. So, yeah, there we are. I'm not complaining, really. You're breaking character, are you? Question number 6. Originally founded as a Norman castle in the 12th century, in which county is Alnwick Castle?
Alnwick.
Thank you, Alnwick. Originally founded as a Norman castle in the 12th century, in which county is Alnwick Castle?
They've got a tree house.
I don't give too many clues away.
I'm just saying, it's a wedding venue.
Alnwick Castle. Have you done weddings there as well?
No, but it does look fantastic. Mm-hmm.
Question 7. Which entertainer is known as the boss? Which entertainer is known as the boss?
You'd like it to be you, wouldn't you?
Who says it isn't? Question number 8. What is the meaning of the Latin phrase carpe diem? What is the meaning of the Latin phrase carpe diem? Well, he is quite the entertainer, Mr. Beasley. You're right, but not that entertainer. What is the meaning of the Latin phrase carpe diem? That's one for Mrs. Passmore there, who likes to remind us that she went to Chisholm Sid Grammar School. She would have dabbled with a bit of Latin. Question number 9. Which strategy and conflict game is played on a board depicting a map of the world divided into 42 territories with the aim being world domination? Which strategy and conflict game is played on a board depicting a map of the world dividing into 42 territories with the aim being world domination?
Mr. Milburn, I was just thinking pandemic as well.
Well, you can't not, can you? I mean,
no, can't not. If even Matt Hancock's getting his vaccination strategy from...
Careful.
Oh.
Careful. I've said too much there. Question number 10. What English word means couteau in French and cuchillo in Spanish? What English word means couteau in French and cuchillo in Spanish? I think I'm saying those words. I don't know, someone will shout out if I'm not.
But it's a good excuse, isn't it? If they don't get the point, it can be because of you. So I think that's fair enough.
Now, I think Mrs. Rapplemore might pipe up again with this question. This is an oldie but a goodie. I haven't asked this question for quite... Can you spell it?
Yeah, I'll paste it in the chat.
Oh,
But to be,
the regulars are getting a bit needy this evening.
You want to get it right, don't you?
No, I admit, I'm going to confess, I have asked this question before, but it was a long time ago, and I just think it's a very good question. There'll be a lot of you who will not have either heard it before or won't remember the answer, so we'll go with it. Question number 11 of the general knowledge round is, can you name 10 parts of the human body that are spelt with 3 letters only? Can you name 10 parts of the human body which are spelt with 3 letters only? And we're accepting no kind of slang words or, how do you describe them?
Common vernacular.
No, really? No common vernacular, as Tam says. Yeah. Leo is questioning your accent. You're one to talk, Mr. Dix. Whoa. 10 parts of the body that are spelt with 3 letters, Mr. Dix.
You're going to have no friends to sit near you when you go back to work. That's all I'm saying.
No one wants to sit near me and have lunch anyway, so it's fine. It's okay.
And you think it's social distancing?
Yeah. Whilst you're all kind of working up and down your bodies, going, what
Counting
could it be?
on your fingers.
Yeah. Let us know. Usual Friday night question. What are you treating yourself with this lockdown Friday? What food and drink can you show off with? Beasley's, come on. What are you treating yourself to in France? And don't just say steak with a nice sauce. Let's have a little bit more detail than that. What wine exactly is going with it? Just let's
to make
let's
us
see what
feel
people
really
have got.
bad.
Yeah, we had a really nice dinner this evening.
Oh, you're going to do it again. It's this week's version of tuna lasagna.
We did. We had a really nice lasagna this evening. It was a really nice lasagna, but it wasn't with tuna fish this time. It was a root vegetable lasagna.
Root vegetable and lentil. It
was amazing. It's really nice. The Milburns are coming straight in there. Macaroni cheese and chicken goujons. That is a meal of that does sound quite good. Mac and cheese and chicken goujons.
I like a bit of mac and cheese with fries. That's my favourite.
That's the sort of dinner that Mrs. Gillings, as an old art teacher, she used to describe that as a good English.
A good English, yeah.
Something out of the freezer. Curry and Corbier's red.
Oh.
Now on Genepi.
Nice.
Lovely. Homemade paella for the culture. They never let us down, do they, the regulars?
No.
You know how to treat yourselves. Most of you. Crisps. Homemade pizza with meatballs on top. Katsu curry.
Oh, Rev.
Now, who do we know who can make a good katsu curry from scratch? The Humphreys, who I don't think are here tonight, but yeah, the Humphreys do a good katsu curry.
Mr. Milburn's just clarifying that was homemade, not from the freezer. Sorry, Mr. Milburn. We cast aspersions on your cooking. There's someone.
Sushi and chips.
That's my sushi and chips. I like that as a combo. That's a good thing.
Good Henley meal.
Oh, Mrs. Rapplemore's coming in.
Duck legs with hoisin and green beans.
The Carlsons are on call now.
You've beaten him to it. They're, I can imagine Mr. Scotchbrook's out there thinking, "Oh, what? How can I play on the word gruel this week?" You've just stolen his thunder.
The Carlsons are in.
Yeah. But the Parsmores are remedying it, following it up with Moore's a pan.
Nice.
So that's just mussels and bread, isn't it? Twice cooked pork and cabbage a la Chinese takeaway, and champagne.
It's the champagne that makes that meal. Let's be honest.
Very nice. It spices it up. The duck legs are frozen from Aldi in case anyone thought posh homemade.
The Scotchbooks lent the Carlsons their recipe book.
Oh, good. See, that's what nice. It's nice of that.
That's lovely.
With our regulars in the
100
Viking
ways with gruel.
Sharing recipe books now as well. Chicken and ham pie for the Maddens.
Chicken and ham pie sounds good. We've got pie tomorrow night.
Have we? Dare I ask what's in it?
It'll be some kind of vegetarian excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
But look, Mrs. Passmore said how svelte you're looking, so wasn't Mrs. Passmore?
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
So
Really.
So keep going with the root vegetable lasagna.
Yeah, I've been trying.
Oh, the bikers are in. Spag bowl with a nice 2015 Bordeaux.
Oh, I love this. I love the fact that everyone's just sort of it's Friday night.
Yeah, we're going for it.
There's nothing on TV, so we might as well watch the quiz. And because we've got to watch that, we might as well have something nice to eat.
I would love the thought that everyone's like planning their week going, well, we've got to have something really good on Friday so we can put it in the chat at the quiz.
Yeah, we should do that.
We should do that and not just have weird lasagna. Yeah.
Okay, right. I think we might have given you enough time to think of 10 parts of the body. There are only 10 answers, by the way, 10 parts of the body which are spelt with 3 letters. So we're going to move on to round 2. And it's been a very wet week this week. If you've been anywhere near Shiplake or the river, you can see how flooded it's been. So this is going to be our water round.
Oh,
this is all about water.
Very good.
Keeping it relevant. Question number 1. What is a higher than average tide known as? What is a higher than average tide known as? Mrs. Passmore is following up the quiz with Graham Norton later, who I think, no, it was either Mrs. Passmore or I think it might have been Mrs. Young, is in the audience tonight for Graham Norton.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, remotely.
Yeah, you have your screen, yeah.
They'll let us know, I'm sure. Question number 2. What is added to UK tap water to prevent and reduce dental decay? What is added to UK tap water to prevent and reduce dental decay? It was Mrs. Young. See, I told you.
Yeah.
Straight in there. If only it was roadkill pie. If only. It's going to be something like mushroom and bean or something, isn't it?
No. No, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be really nice.
Oh. No doubt, it's going to be lovely, yeah.
It just sometimes the descriptions sound a bit, don't they?
Oh, not to be forgotten, Cat Green has come in there.
Oh.
They were on the Graham Norton show last week as well. That's on far too late for us.
Yeah, I'll go to bed after this. This is a late night.
Question number 3. In Only Fools and Horses, where was the source of Peckham Spring? In Only Fools and Horses, where was the source of Peckham Spring? Oh God! All right, okay. You get bonus. Do you want an extra point for being here since 7:57? It's like you know. And there it is. First mention of Slough.
Excellent.
Slough was all over the news yesterday, wasn't it? Something to do with the. I didn't realise that Slough has actually got a claim to fame. Apart from being home to another private school up the road, home to the oldest industrial estate in the country. Is that right? 100 years old. It was all over the news yesterday. Well, I say all over the news. It was on like
a snippet.
BBC South or something. Anyway, question number 4. Mawsynram in India has the dubious distinction of being what? Mawsynram, which is a cluster of villages in India, has the dubious distinction of being what? And if you think that's a really tough question, just maybe think back to what the title of this round is called. Mawsynram in India has the dubious distinction of being what? So Herschel's telescope. You have to enlighten me, Mr. Brenton. What do you mean by that? Is that Slough? Should we have that? Okay, so Slough's got another claim to fame. It's home to the Cordells as well. Question number 5. Which loch is deeper? Is it Loch Ness or Loch Morar? Which loch is deeper? Is it Loch Ness or Loch Morar?
Apparently Herschel set up a big telescope in Slough.
All right. I'll bite. If anyone else has got an interesting fact about Slough, feel free to enlighten us. We'll roll with it for one night only.
We were going to do a roundabout Slough at one point.
We were. But I think, yeah. Well, depending on what people say about Slough, this could just give us the questions.
Come on.
Question number 6. Name Donald Campbell's famous record-breaking boat. Can you name Donald Campbell's famous record-breaking boat? Oh, here we go. Not to let us down. David Brent loved Slough. Yeah.
This is
It's
true.
the home of Durex and Maltesers.
I'm down. Yeah, Maltesers. Mars bars. That's the nice smell on the motorway.
And David Brenton agrees. It is good.
That pleases me.
It pleases him. Question number 7. Water is composed of which 2 elements? And you need both elements to get the point. Water is composed of which 2 elements? Did you take that off?
No, I think Mr. Milburn's self-censored.
Right. Question number 8. What percentage of the human brain is made up of water? Is it 60%, 75%, or 85%? What percentage of the human brain is made up of water? I suppose it depends who you're talking to, but 60%, 75%, or 85%? Oh, it's all kicking off in the comments tonight, isn't it? Question number 9. In which bodies of water would you find most of Earth's water? In which bodies of water will you find most of Earth's water?
So it's the collective name, isn't it, that we're looking for?
Yeah.
Good. I just didn't want people like writing down loads and loads of.
Yeah. What do you call the things that contain most of Earth's water? See, easy round. It's a gift. Question number 10. What is the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit? What is the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit? Just water.
Oh, enigmatic answer.
Was it?
No, not really. I'm just trying to make you feel good.
Oh, thanks. Well, Mrs. Passmore thinks I'm looking quite slim. So.
Oh God, am I going to have to screenshot that comment so we can just start?
Oh, it's okay because it's all stored on YouTube. It's there for.
So you can just go
forever.
back and keep looking.
Just watch it over and over again.
Lovely.
Okay, now question 11. Now I appreciate question 11.
This is niche.
This is a bit of a niche question. If you don't know the whole lot, you should be able to get 2 or 3 at the very least. But I did sort of check this question out on a few people who I know aren't regulars, so they can't cheat. People either love it or hate it, so we'll go with it. But for God's sake, don't tell me how it's too hard and I can't get it, Louise. Question 11 is this. Can you name the 10 largest lakes, waters, or meres in the Lake District? Can you name the 10 largest lakes, waters, or meres in the Lake District? Oh, thank you, Mrs. Rapplemore. Wonderful question, she says.
Oh, it is a good question. I scored well on this. I got 9.
Yeah, as I say, I've done it. I've tested it on a few people. You know,
with varying results.
Varying responses. I think we'll go with it. Okay. So can you know? Well, we have to because I haven't got any other ideas.
No, okay.
Name the 10 largest lakes, waters, or meres in the Lake District. Now, if you want a clue, think of famous lakes, waters, or meres
in the Lake District
that end in lake, water, or mere.
Or start with lake would be another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, no.
Yes.
No. I'm looking at them. Anyway, look, we will argue that. How am I supposed to know that when I'm from Wales? Well, you live closer to it than we do, so. Well, really. Anyway.
Oh, Mrs. Cordell. Oh, with a sad face.
You will get 2 or 3 of them. Just have a guess.
There's one related to another question further up, I think.
Yeah, no, we're giving too much away. People are trying to concentrate on this. Okay, well, look, for those of you who think that's too difficult, here's our kind of, in betweeny thing. So next week, good news, fun news. We will be here next Friday because obviously we've got nothing else to do. But it's going to be our Valentine's special, isn't it?
This is literally the first time I've heard of the Valentine's special.
It's the second time. I told you before we came on.
You told me like 5 minutes before we came on.
So we're going to do a Valentine's special. Love will be in the air, won't it? Yeah, we'll try. So next week, Valentine's special. So just to see a bit of an acid test this on, see what the regulars feel about this. You're allowed to put one word in the comments box, and if you haven't commented before, now's your chance to play with this. Can you give us one word that would describe either your marriage or your current relationship? There we go. So one word that would describe our marriage.
I'm not very good with words.
Now, that's not true, is it?
It is for this scenario. It's safer. Let's say that.
There we go. Look, straight in there. Perfection.
Who says that?
Beasley.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, see, you stole the word from my mouth. I was going to say. I'll have to think.
Bearable.
Tolerable.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Acceptable.
Adequate.
Satisfactory.
Agreeable.
Yeah.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Oh, stop it. Look. So yeah, one word. So whilst you're thinking of your 10 largest lakes, waters, or meres in the Lake District, one word. Pure love. Come on.
Mrs. Cordell's put one in. Put a word in.
Oh,
there.
long. Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah.
But it was Mr. Cordell's word.
Over to you, Mrs. Pike. One word that sums up your marriage or your current relationship. I'm feeling that this.
I don't think anyone wants to prejudice.
No, this could be quite some cynical responses.
I mean, you don't want to kick off a lockdown weekend with a bit of an argument over a word you put in a chat box on a quiz, do you?
No.
I think this is a foolish question. You could have just
It's
created eruptions everywhere.
Warm up for the Valentine's special next Friday.
I genuinely didn't know about the Valentine's special until just before we started.
Yeah. Well, you know what it means. If we have a Valentine's special, that means we have to have a round on Valentine's.
Right.
And love and all that sort of stuff. Locks. LOX?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Valentine's Day may be cancelled as a result of that question. Oh, awkward. Hurling.
Locked in. If we put a hyphen, Mrs. Passmore, we could just about squidge that one in.
Yes, Leo Wilson is very much better, but he's just out hunting worms at the moment, isn't he? He comes around in the morning. That's about it.
Come on, let's go.
Have I given you enough time to think of 10 largest lakes, waters?
I think it's one of those ones you either know it or you don't know it. Just sitting with,
Louise's mum's gone long as well. Good. Well, I'm glad that marriage is a worthwhile institution to get involved in. Right. Round number 3. We're going to move on to film and TV. So, question number 1 in round 3. 50 years. Blimey. Louise's mum, 50 years.
Good
Congratulations.
Good work.
Film and TV. Question number 1. Which character has Barbara Knox played for over 45 years? Which TV character has Barbara Knox played for over 45 years? Question number 2. Which TV detective show is set on the island of Sainte Marie?
Mrs. Banana's not here tonight.
No, the Bananas haven't checked in, have they?
No, she's got a quiz night. No, not a quiz night. She's got a social evening with Fizz.
Well, what's this?
Well, I don't know. And a question there for Mrs. Banana.
Question number 3. Which actress plays the title character in Killing Eve? Which actress plays the title character in Killing Eve? Question number 4. Now, last week was the release on Netflix of a new film called The Dig. And the dig explores the discovery of Anglo-Saxon ships in Sutton-Hoo, but in which county is it set? And it was very good. So if you need a bit of,
it's a really beautiful film.
if
really
you need a lockdown
watching.
recommendation for the weekend, we definitely would recommend The Dig on Netflix. But it explores the discovery of Anglo-Saxon ships in Sutton-Hoo, but in which county is it set? Question number 5. Ted Danson plays a demon in the TV series The Good Place, but in which long-running comedy did he become famous? Ted Danson plays a demon in the TV series The Good Place, but in which long-running comedy did he become famous? Question number 6. DS Steve Arnott is one of the principal characters of which long-running police drama? DS Steve Arnott is one of the principal characters of which long-running police drama? Question number 7. You all right?
Yeah.
You keeping up?
Yeah. Long week.
Question number 7. Who followed Sandy Toksvig as a presenter of the Great British Bake Off? Who followed Sandy Toksvig as a presenter of the Great British Bake Off? And question number 8. Which 2017 film by Christopher Nolan centered around a flotilla of small civilian craft? Which 2017 film by Christopher Nolan centered around a flotilla of small civilian craft? Question number 9. Which film released in 2020 has a title which literally means a principle of belief, especially one of the main principles of a religion or philosophy? And it's basically one of the only films to actually be released in 2020 as well. So which film released in 2020 has a title which literally means a principle of belief, especially one of the main principles of a religion or philosophy? Question number 10. In which of the Rocky movies does Rocky face Clubber Lang, played by Mr. T?
Pick a number.
Oh, I love that film. In which of the Rocky movies does Rocky face Clubber Lang, who is played by Mr. T? And finally, question 11. So we're all familiar with the movies by Tom Hanks, probably one of the most famous actors in the world. But can you name the 10 highest grossing films featuring Tom Hanks? Can you name the 10 highest grossing films featuring Tom Hanks? Welcome along, Mr. Brown. Welcome along. Nice for you to join us. You could just rewind this because it's a live stream. You could just rewind it back to the start. You know, treat yourself. Just go on a little bit longer into the evening with Viking Arms.
Should you clarify a little bit about that question?
What do you mean?
Well,
so what we want is a list of 10 films.
Yeah.
Featuring Tom Hanks.
Yes.
But we want his 10 highest grossing films at the box office.
Yes.
Yes.
But
what?
Wait. Those ones. Wait.
No, I think we're all good.
Oh.
Well, you got it.
Oh well then.
So, you know, if it worked, if you were able to get it.
Even if I managed it.
So we want the 10 highest grossing films featuring Tom Hanks. And whilst you're thinking of that, Obviously, we've got a bit of a wet, cold, snowy weekend again coming up. Anyone got any nice plans for the weekend? I've got something really good to do tomorrow.
You're going to clean your car.
I'm going to
Clean your car.
clean my car. Someone has offered me the use of a jet washer outside, in a socially distanced manner, to clean the car.
I don't know that that's, is that essential travel to clean your car? Well, to be fair, you can't read your number plate.
Exactly.
Otherwise.
Yeah. But other than that, jigsaw, maybe? We've got another jigsaw to do.
Mrs. Coultas is volunteering at the vaccine clinic.
Amazing.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
A good thing to do.
Thank you for doing that. What are you doing, though? You actually putting it in, or?
Were you marshalling?
Is Mrs. Coultas a nurse, or?
I can imagine Mrs. Coultas would do good marshalling.
Mr. Brown says, "Oh, wow, you live so dangerously, Mistress." No, come on, Mr. Brown, please, because we had this conversation earlier. Do feel free to enlighten us what you're up to. Your rugby, watching the rugby.
Mrs. Coultas is doing data entry. This is good. This gives me faith that the right people are going to be recorded as having had their injections at the right time. Well done, Mrs. Coultas. That's brilliant.
Exactly, and there you go. So Mr. Brown is doing rugby and obviously a jigsaw.
Excellent.
Yeah, the little jigsaw club at school is going quite well. Well, in as much as people keep coming and taking all our jigsaws.
Well, that's good. At least they're being used. Can't leave them across their table forever.
So if anyone can beat cleaning the car, logging data,
to be fair,
doing a jigsaw,
I think Mrs. Coultas wins. Like working at the vaccine clinic is pretty cool.
Agreed. Watching the Super Bowl. What's your score? Now, I know, I think it's Mr. Milburn. I know you explained to me how the scores work, but I can't really remember. I don't know what a score in the Super Bowl kind of looks like.
Will it be 1-0?
What? I don't know.
Win on penalties?
2-3.
Is that how it works?
I have no
know.
idea. Mrs. Rapplemore, TV basically.
Mrs. White comes in,
nailing plasterboard.
Oof.
Is that just out of
for fun?
Out of boredom? I'm just going to get a bit of plasterboard
and have a little nail.
Something to do. More rugby from Dr. Desario. Thinking up puzzles for an escape room. I think that might be like I think we do like
admissions ones.
A taster thing for those. Knitting.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Trying to get rid of the pink for the new shower.
Oh.
She's a lady of many talents.
I just had visions of like Mrs. White just in the garden.
Yeah.
Hammering.
So she's putting up plasterboard and a bit of plumbing.
Yeah.
Quiz, Big Bash.
Test match.
Yeah. Six Nations. So TV.
Sport.
So basically it's a weekend for sitting in front of the TV.
Well, it is if it's
watching sport and yeah.
We've all got brilliant plans. I think we can say we're all hitting the high life here.
Yeah. Honestly, can't wait for half term. God, the things that we could do then, though. We've got a whole week to play with.
Go for a walk.
We could go for another walk. Yeah.
Have a jigsaw.
Oh, God. Right, that's enough time. So that was Tom Hanks's 10 highest grossing films. So we'll move on now to... why did you throw that one in, Mr. Biker? Cycling around the lake.
Oh.
He does live next to a very beautiful lake.
Well, to be fair, right now here, pretty much everything is lake. We've had that much rain.
So round 4 is current affairs in the news. So here we go. Question number 1. Which Christian festival was celebrated on the 2nd of February? There you go, Reb's Holy Trinity. Right at you. Which Christian festival was celebrated on the 2nd of February? And the reason for it, I won't say what it is, but it's the festival of the winter giving way to spring, something like that. Yeah. Okay, question number 2. Captain Sir Tom Moore died this week, but what is the name of the daughter with whom he lived? And I'd like first name and second name as well, please. So Captain Sir Tom Moore died this week, but what is the name of the daughter with whom he lived? First and second name.
First and second name.
Yeah, well, I think
Oh, you've made that tricky.
well, everyone kind of knows the first name, I think. So go first and second name.
Wow.
Question number 3. In which country did someone making a dance video accidentally record a coup? In which country did someone making a dance video accidentally record a coup? And question 4. Dr. Alex George was appointed as the Youth Mental Health Ambassador this week, but on which TV programme did he find fame? Dr. Alex George was appointed as the Youth Mental Health Ambassador this week, but on which TV programme did he find fame? Question number 5. Which article of the Brexit Treaty was enacted this week by the EU, only to be retracted the following day? Which article of the Brexit Treaty was enacted this week by the EU, only to be retracted the following day?
Pick a number.
Yeah, we want the number of the article. Question number 6. Which film was said by Matt Hancock to show good lessons around vaccine supply? So this week, which film was said by Matt Hancock to show good lessons in vaccine supply? Question 7. Who upset Theresa May this week by sitting in her usual seat in the House of Commons? Who upset Theresa May this week by sitting in her usual seat in the House of Commons? Now, you're quite a fan of this guy, aren't you?
No.
No.
Not a fan. But honestly, if you haven't seen the video of her giving him the absolute evil when she walks up the stairs and he's
get on Twitter.
there,
It's definitely worth having a
watch
look.
it because it's just funny.
It's as funny as the one that we saw this evening about the parish council meeting, which might come up later. Question number 8. Who has replaced Jeff Bezos as the CEO of Amazon this week? Who has replaced Jeff Bezos as the CEO of Amazon? Question number 9. Here we go. Definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it today. Jackie Weaver hit the headlines today for her unflappable control of the parish council meeting in which Cheshire town? Jackie Weaver hit the headlines today for her unflappable control of the parish council meeting in which Cheshire town? And question number 10. Who is the deputy leader of the Labour Party? Who is the deputy leader of the Labour Party? Now, apologies if in the news quiz is a bit political, but when you live with someone who's going to be on BBC Politics on Sunday morning, then it's all we've got.
Can I just, no, hold on 1 second. You wrote this quiz.
No. What? Well, yes, I did write this quiz, but with inspiration from...
Oh,
you.
okay.
Anyway, the final one, question number 11 in this round is, following the Maastricht Treaty in 1994, can you name 10 of the 12 member states of the European Union? Following the Maastricht Treaty in 1994, name 10 of the 12 member states of the European Union. Back in 1994. So we've already had people saying that basically this weekend's a big TV and watching sport weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But now that the cold weather is going to be upon us all of next week, we wondered what are your cold weather essentials? How do you get through the cold weather? So, for example, Tam, what will you absolutely need on Sunday when it's snowy and icy and freezing cold?
Blanket. Fluffy warm socks.
Yeah.
cups of tea.
Yeah.
And a good base layer.
Good base layer. Yeah. I just need a big, thick jumper, and if you could just keep supplying tea, that'd be good.
I know I got in there first, asking for tea.
Ugh. Can you have question 10 again? 10. What was question 10? I've lost it. Question 10. Who's the deputy leader of the Labour Party? Yeah, I want 10 of the 12 member states from 1994 following the Maastricht Treaty. And if you fancy writing something on here, yeah, how do you stay warm in all this horrible cold weather? Actually, I find just sort of going out, having a snowball fight.
Nice walk.
Quite good.
Mr. Milburn, electric blanket.
Get the blanket on. Yeah. Tom Madden, just get on the ergo.
Again.
Yeah.
Good.
Mr. Brown, good base layer.
Good base layer and a jigsaw.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Holds you in a bit, doesn't it? You've got a good base layer.
It's like a very comforting squeezing.
That's not the secret to the.
Oh yeah, no, you don't. Yeah.
No, I don't. Actually, now I've said that, I'm kind of conscious. I need to just
loosen
this off a little bit.
Mrs. Young's knitting her own blanket. That's very fancy.
Well, you better hurry up.
Yeah, you've got until Sunday.
Yeah, it's coming. Right, I think, because that was quite an easy question, wasn't it?
Wow.
10 of the 12 original member states.
Yeah, but there are some you think might be there, and then they're not there, are they? So, you know. But yes, it should be okay. Okay,
well, whilst you're rounding that one up, all I've got to say, obviously, is thank you very much for joining us in the Viking Arms this evening. We will be back next Friday for our Valentine's special.
All right, yeah.
But in the meantime, thanks for being with us again, and do look after yourselves in the cold weather that's on its way. Here are the answers.
Ooh.
So, general knowledge, AAA is the Amateur Athletic Association. Question number 2, the Adelaide Cup began in 1864. So, question number 3, Sir Charles Barry designed the Houses of Parliament. Question 4, a good invention is often said to be the best thing since sliced bread. Question number 5, when did we first go into our nationwide lockdown? It was on the 23rd of March. Question number 6, Alnwick Castle is in Northumberland. Question 7, the boss is Bruce Springsteen. Question number 8, Carpe Diem means seize the day. Question number 9, the strategy and conflict game is Risk. And question number 10, couteau or cuchillo means knife, apparently. The 10 parts of the body, and we were not looking for, what did you call it? Common vernacular. Okay, so the 10 parts, these are the only 10 that we're accepting. Ear, arm, jaw, rib, hip, eye, gum, leg, toe, and lip. So do those one more time.
Why not?
Ear, arm, jaw, rib, hip, eye, gum, leg, toe, and lip. In our water round, a higher than average tide is known as a spring tide. What is added to UK water is fluoride. In Only Fools and Horses, the source of Peckham Spring, I'm basically looking for Del Boy's kitchen or something like that. Okay, so the kitchen in the flat. In question number 4, Jeff, I said arm. Question number 4, More Sinram in India has the dubious distinction of being the wettest place on earth. Look, don't come at me with all suggestions for 3-letter words for parts of the body. I've given you the answers. What's on it? You can't have gut, because I would say that's common vernacular.
It's not on his list.
It's not on my list. Question 5, which is deeper, it's Loch Morar. Donald Campbell's famous record-breaking boat is Bluebird. The 2 elements that make up water are hydrogen and oxygen. You need both for those. So both for the point. The percentage of water in the human brain is 75%. In which bodies of water will you find most of Earth's water? It's the oceans. The freezing point of water in Fahrenheit is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And the 10 largest lakes, waters, or meres in the Lake District are Windermere. That's the biggest. So this is kind of in order. Okay, so the biggest one is in Windermere. Then it's Ullswater, Derwentwater, Bassenthwaite Lake, Coniston Water, Haweswater, Thirlmere, Ennerdale Water, Wastwater, and Crummock Water. I think that question might have just separated them out a little bit. So hopefully you've got all of those. Film and TV. So question round 3. Barbara Knox, for over 45 years, has played Rita Fairclough in Coronation Street. The TV detective show set on the island of St. Marie is Death in Paradise. The actress who plays the title character in Killing Eve is Sandra Oh. The Dig is set in Suffolk. Question 5. Ted Danson became famous in Cheers. DS Steve Arnott is in The Line of Duty. Sandy Toksvig was replaced by Matt Lucas in Great British Bake Off. In question number 8, the Christopher Nolan film we were after is Dunkirk. Question number 9, the 2020 film that we were looking for is Tenet. Okay. And in which of the Rocky movies does Rocky face Clubber Lang? Rocky 3. And the 10 highest grossing films featuring Tom Hanks. So the 10 films that have taken the most at the box office with Tom Hanks. And it goes in this order. The highest grossing one was Toy Story 3. That was followed by Toy Story 4. Then The Da Vinci Code, Forrest Gump, Toy Story 2, Angels and Demons, Saving Private Ryan, Castaway, Toy Story, and Apollo 13. Mr. Brown, you could just pause
Mr.
it.
Brown, we know. Trust me, we know.
Right, where am I up to? Last round. Okay, in the news. The Christian festival celebrated on the 2nd of February is Candlemas. Captain Sir Tom Moore's daughter is Hannah Ingram Moore. In which country did someone accidentally video the coup? That was Myanmar or Burma?
No, Myanmar.
But you might have put Burma, so we'll accept that. Dr. Alex George found fame in Love Island. The article of the Brexit Treaty was Article 16. Matt Hancock said the film that he said showed good lessons around vaccine supply was Contagion. Theresa May was upset this week by Mark Francois. Who has replaced Jeff Bezos? That is Andy Jassy. Jackie Weaver hit the headlines today because she is the parish council or clerk to the parish council in Handsworth.
Handforth.
Why have you put hand? Oh,
I didn't type it.
What was it then?
Oh, Handforth.
Oh, sorry, picture Handforth. Sorry.
Occasionally.
But it's autocorrect.
Oh, right.
Handforth. Who is the deputy leader of the Labour Party? That is Angela Rayner. And 10 of the original 12 member states from the 1994 Maastricht Treaty you could have had. Belgium, Denmark, Germany, Ireland, Greece, Spain, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Portugal, or the UK. They were the 12, so any 10 of those. Okay. So have a quick add up of your scores. It's out of 80. Congratulations, Dr. Rosario, for 92. Just guessing. And whilst you're tossing up your scores, do let us know what you've got. Thanks again for being with us. Do stay safe over the weekend whilst it's going to be really cold and horrible. Good luck if you're involved in the Ship Lake Shiplake Driver 5K tomorrow morning. And let's see who's going to be first off the blocks with their score. The bikers are just guessing low 50s. Beasley's in at 57, 50 for the Colts. Oh, tough one this week. 56 for the Youngs, 64 for the Broomfields, 58 for the Cordells, 55 for the Rebs Holy Trinity, 55, wow, it was hard, for Mr. Milburn. The Cliff's in at 61, so I think, is that the...
No, there's a good score coming
Okay,
from
so the
Kenny's.
Kennys are in at 66. The Lock was 62. Can anyone beat 66? Yep. Weatherstones are close on 65.
The Coles, Carlson, Smith, Reese team got up 70.
So the Bolney Road cabal there of 70. 64 for the Kellets. I think, can anyone beat 70 tonight? Lots of scores in the 50s, the 40s, the 60s. 70 for the Brentons. And 80 for Luke Biker. Really, really.
He does say further down.
This one, yeah. So I think.
Thanks for spoiling the start to the weekend.
No, you're really cheering it up for us too right now, yeah. So I think I've lost track now. Was it 70 for the Brentons and
the Coles, Carlson,
and the Bolney Road cabal?
Yeah, the Bolney Road group.
Yeah. So 70 seems to be the top score. So if you think it was too hard, you're wrong. Because
well, I tell you what, next
70.
week we should make it like a real loving, and we'll try and make it nice so everybody gets a lovely big score and feels all warm and happy.
I'll think about
Valentine's special.
Right. There we go. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you next Friday for our Valentine's special. Enjoy. Have a great weekend, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Take care.
See you later.